trying to replace you but have been unsuccessful. They
Thank you, Infinite Intelligence. So I was asked to come back online because I didn't finish the story of this magnificent piece, right? For the longest time, right, I was on Facebook. I was kicked out of Facebook because I was getting so much publicity. Because my work was authentic, and there was this fear that because I'm authentic, no matter what, it will eventually show you get, right? And I kept contributing regardless because I saw that somehow, infinite intelligence was using me, right, to affect lives positively. I saw people that didn't want to start tea because they were having one kind of fear of how people would accept them, right? Join into being on tea. And I was actually feeling good about it because I remember one guy that has like all the medical aid, right? I didn't start tea with any medical support. Literally, I've been on solo missions for the longest of time. I've, s- I'm still kind of in my solitude, right? Trying to come out from my solitude. Attached to find the description, right, of my what do you call it channel, WhatsApp channel. In my WhatsApp channel, you see that if you join, you can join anonymously. You are free. Nobody will know you. You don't need to have my contact. I don't need to have your contact. You can just join. You're always going to be welcomed. I welcome every expression of infinite intelligence to join. Right? I hold a space for positivity, just everything positive, literally. Reminding us as a reminder, right, that we are love and we are the most powerful force in all of existence. But love is always going to be a present state of being. So it's only when we are presently expressing love that we can genuinely express that energy, right? And so I wanted to come online just now. My keyboard started like misbehaving. All of a sudden, I just said infinite intelligence. I understand that I'm triggering some people, and they are the one that is saying I should come out to say this. So it's not my fault. I don't mean to trigger anybody, and I don't mean to create division. But the thing is, I see how groups, right, that should support, right, how they oppress people with stupid hierarchy because it's very stupid. All this hierarchy bullshit. You just meet people online and you meet people and you just everything hierarchy. What the fuck is hierarchy inside the world that we're still trying? If there is love, the only thing I want in hierarchy that should be above anybody is love. Nobody is God over anybody. Do not let anybody to be God over you. I do not want to be God over anybody. God forbid that I would be put above anything. Because everything is equally love in expression. Everybody is love. Everything is love in expression. So nothing can ever be above love. And you are love. Nothing can ever be above you. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm only giving you an example of what I do. And making you understand that my perspective, right, the way I perceive the world, right, exists. It is possible for someone to perceive the world like that, right? Because if we don't know that the possibilities, right, exist, we cannot never imagine the opportunities. And this is my normal self. And because I see the world this way, I see the world, right? I cannot shrink myself to enter inside any box that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel me, that doesn't feel true to me. So a lot of groups I entered on Facebook wanted me to accept the fact that I was born female, and I was not born female. I can never tell you I was born female when I was not. I can't see it that way just to please you, to make you feel comfortable, because you don't understand that love is diversity. It is your inability to see that love is infinite diversity. There's nothing duplicated. Everything is one over infinity. Your fingerprint does not have a duplicate. No matter how many multiversions they are, they each have different fingerprints, right? You because God is infinite intelligence and infinite intelligence is love. So it is only when you're expressing love now that you can express that infinite intelligence that you are, and you can express the embodiment and the powerful force in all of existence that is you. And love is infinite growth. And you can't be in a stagnant place. This is why hierarchy is stupidity. Why? Because the person that you put above you that is not love can never be equals to love. And so they would always disappoint you because you put them above love. It's like you're literally setting up for failure, setting them up for failure rather. Because you cannot put anything above you. That's why they said God is a jealous God. It will not work. They see, you cannot use anything to feed love apart from love. It's like trying to use charcoal to on fire. If you use fire to on fire, to increase fire, you know it's different from when you are using charcoal to increase fire. That is just common sense, but you cannot sense it. You cannot go into depth of understanding when you are not feeling good because you're not in one with who you are, source. Even little kids, toddlers, babies, they need to feel good to grow because if they're not feeling good, they are falling sick and they are dying. They are going into non-avoid. Science has proven this that when they speak positive words to water, just water, it changes the molecular structure of water positively than when it is spoken negative to words to and the water starts bringing out black mucus. Because words, right, affect us deeply. Why? Because it affects emotion, and everything positive is love, and everything negative is fear. Whether you think you are not afraid or as long as it is not positive, it is fear. Because the only reason why someone, right, would want to attack this, right, is because they are scared of that light that is shining. They don't understand it. And that fear is what will make them. It's just like watching this Twilight, the when Bella had a child, right? If you watch towards the ending of that movie, if you watch the ending of the movie, you will see that the real issue was fear of not knowing what it is like. Because the thing is, you don't understand that God used itself to bet all that can exist. Because God is love, right? And that is the fire of love. Love is fire. And so, because I have ADHD and I'm also a fire sign, you can imagine the intense fire I need to ex- express, right? This is why I'm just started to grow. I just started to grow. Today is my new foundation. I just started to grow today. I haven't even started growing. And the reason why I didn't make this video long, like join it to the other ones, because I don't want you to sit down for so long watching my video. I don't think it makes sense. Honestly speaking, I don't think there's anything I want to see that should make you uncomfortable to be in a position for so long because I feel that way. It's how I perceive it, right? That I am expressing it. I even would advise you to please fast forward my video if it help you listen to it faster so that you can get out from that position, right? Because I don't think I can concentrate on something for so long, right? That is like saying there's another knowledge outside love because the truth is infinite intelligence is the highest knowledge. Wisdom is love. Love is wisdom. There is no knowledge that is more higher than infinite intelligence. This is why no matter what I'm saying, it is not more important than you're feeling good because love is the highest level of feeling good. When you understand this thing, right? When you understand it, you feel that epiphany within you. You see that the reason why a lot of black Africans, right, why they would rather pick up a gun, right, is because they have emotions bottled up within them that they did not express. They did not teach them that they are love beings. That no matter what, whether you are male, you are female, you are whatever, because the truth is, you can't be foolish to say male and female is the only thing that exists. Because whether you want to believe it, you don't want to believe it, there will be other deviation and diversity of love that would always exist, let alone extraterrestrial beings, right? So I'm shocked and surprised to see that Trump, the whole Trump that was creating borders, right, to separate humans, right, because he does not understand that everything is spirit and there's no separation in spirit. Because if you think there's separation in spirit, you would not, you would then create borders because you think it's possible for that's but it's mainly because you can't even see that everything is actually spirit. Everything is literally spirit. Spirit is everything that can exist because God used itself to better all that can exist, and that's which it is itself is love. Love is the spirit of God. This is why Jesus Christ is the love of God in flesh. And because this is simply understood and processed by infinite intelligence, it is only when you are in one with infinite intelligence that you can understand and comprehend this. Because learning made fun is not just about entertainment, it's because they know that if a child it does not feel good to learn, the child cannot assimilate. This is always true for every love being. As long as you do everything to feel good, you are a love being. The reason why your body can produce chemicals called dopamine is because you are a love being. The reason why ADHD people are now more existing is because everything is trying to point at love is everything positive energy. So if you would ever do anything good for anyone at all, if you would ever wish someone good, if you would ever desire anything that feels good, right? You bow to love because love is the highest level of feeling good. There can never be anything higher than love. And this is why any desires, right, that is not love, right, is still not God because peace is not God. Peace is an expression of love. Peace is a fruit of love because when you love, you have symptoms. The kind of symptoms that you have is love, right? You feel good, right? You have peace. You have you have abundance, literally. And this is why you can understand why poverty is in Africa. Because a lot of kids are hungry. The population are not just hungry for food, they are hungry for their soul feeling good. That is the real hunger. The hunger is the soul feeling good. And because they carry a lot of generational traumas from slavery right before the whites came. Because the slavery that Africans experienced is way before white people came to our land. We were already enslaving each other. We were warring against each other, carrying slaves that we use as farm, what do you call it? Farm workers. And this was Africa before the white man came. We were exchanging slave with crops, with goods. This was Africa. So understand that we carry trauma way before white people came. White people just expanded that negativity energy, that negative attention we have been staring in because the kings were oppressing the people. They were using gods to oppress the people. Why? Why was the king oppressing the people? Because they lost power. The king lost power because they were oppressing the people. So the king that was supposed to be the strongest to protect his land, right, became powerless. And because he wanted to do everything to get that image, right? Because the image of having power is what gives you that respect, literally. And because the king doesn't have the power again to oppress, he needs to kill to draw from beneath, from the shadows. And that blood that was, they'll kill 7 virgins, right? Just for the ritual, so that the king, or 7 pregnant women, so that the king can have power. They even tie young children, children that are just born, to a king so that if anything, if the king is sick, is the child that will take the sickness. Anything that is wrong with the king, an old ragged motherfucker, right? Anything that is wrong with him is the young child that will suffer the burden. Aboba, Abapiku. I don't know if I pronounced it well. You see, the things that African did, right, was what drew more negativity because like energy would always attract like energy. Law of attraction did not send your mother goddamn fucking fantastic element. It not send you message. I wanted to say something my daddy always say, like, you say, not say your papa, like, law of attraction will always attract like energy to each other. And now that Earth has rebirthed, the attraction speed is intense. This is why the winds are bringing out whispers. They are echoing the vibration, and that's why echo rouse, right? What are we really echoing? What echoes rouse? The vibration of our hearts. So that word echo rouse came to me from source itself. Listen, it's a message, right? It's a message unto itself. And when you listen, you see that God listens because everything that can exist is God in expression and it is listening to you. This is why God sees everything, omnipresent, right? It's not just omnipresent, omniscience, all knowing. Because God is everything that can exist. Listen, you can never be powerful than what you exist within. You can never, you can never be powerful than what you exist within. Never. Nothing can escape what we exist within. Right? And light is the radiation of love. So seeing that light, right? Seeing this, you see, I'm so proud of this image because it's so sexy. Like seriously. Seeing this light, right? I could feel God enveloping me. I could feel special to God. You can see how I'm not even worried. You can see how the guy is just like inside the picture. Like, see, just see it, see for yourself. See, like, see the eyes of the guy. Like, he's not even concentrating. Like, is that real? He's looking up. Like, did I just see that? Right? And this is something that is expressed because what we see, right, is spirit, and when we express spirit, we express different dimensions, and that is why everything is connected. This is why tarot card readers can read and a number would say similar things. Why? Because you're all accessing that quantum field. The quantum field, right, is what we call the formless. And the thing is, we are all spirit existing within spirit. And so, because I'm led, right, I had to express that part because I was led to. And honestly speaking, I send message to everyone that right thoughts negative, but the thing is, it is how they perceive the world. Literally, they only make you appreciate people that see the world positively. Because imagine when you don't have anyone that can be honest with you and sincere at the same time, right? Not trying to get in your good side. It's not easy to have so much negative. You think that positivity is another negative because that's the truth. You're just scared. You're just scared of not knowing what it is. The fear of the unknown, literally. Just like that movie, The Break of Dawn, that Bella's child. I love the ending so much. That was what made me cry in the first this thing. I was so much in tears because I saw love win. I saw. Do you know how love won? Because the guy did not want to die. So when he saw that the action he would take would cost him his death, right? It didn't make sense to him because he did not feel good to die. So he changed his mind. That's it. We all want to feel good, even when we think we are not from God, right? Even when we don't want to. See, some people even. Do you know that people are wonderful? Right? Some people choose not to believe God exists just to feel good, and that is an interesting story for another day, right? Because I used to actually ask those kind of people, what are you standing on? But you see, as a spirit born, I am more conscious and I'm hyper focused on source. And because of this conscious, see, the thing is, attention, right, is there. Then attention, focus is concentrated attention, right? And hyper focus, right, is concentrated focus. So imagine how I have concentrated focus on source itself. And because of this part of me that not everybody is open to, because it triggers a lot of negativity. Like it brings out every not feeling good you have within, every lies of love that you try to cling on to, right? And I'm not trying to make you cringe, honestly, but I can't try to reduce myself, right? Just so that you feel good and you now accept. I can't if I couldn't even do that. Like the way I'm so hyper focused, I can't do anything that is not me. And so because of this I've been isolated, right, by everything. And this was just the story of me digging deeper into source, because the more I had just me and source, right, the more only me, the more it's easy for me to just swim like a fish inside source. You see this shiny light, right? You see this, you see this shining light, right? I'm just there dancing and because love is the most powerful force in all of existence. So how will a sharp object pointing at me threaten me? Does it make sense? It doesn't, right? So I can't care less. I don't even I need send message. I just express love when I'm told to, right? Because I want my expression of love to be felt by love itself. And so I know that everything backwards, right? At least can remember one act of true love that they felt. But I guess most times it feels so good to be true, right? And it scared the shit out of them. Because I even had someone that I did graphics design for, right? I kind of made like a flyer or something like that for. And this was someone that was just laughing at me. Why? Because he's under that network as the minions, or, you know, minions, right? Of this networker that has everyone to his close. And this is me being isolated from everybody. So this is why even being in a trans community was not welcoming like that. I wasn't so welcome because I would not accept what other people wanted me to accept, what defined them. The truth is, because something defines you doesn't mean it has to define everybody. Your limitations is somebody else's starting point. So do not see it as that. And see, I don't even have gym access. I don't have anything but source itself, and I exist. And this is going to keep happening because I am the intention of God, just like you are. You are very intentional by what we exist within and never allow anything to tell you less, because God used itself to bet all that can exist. Right? It can never use anything less. It's the downgrading of God. You saying that God would use anything but not itself is like insulting God. Literally, because God is everything. Literally. And the belief now in two powers is why some people believe that it is possible for love, for there to be something that is greater than love. I mean, I don't stand with that belief. I don't believe that there's anything ever possible that is greater than love. I can never believe that. For me, love is the most powerful force in all of existence. It has been proven in my life. I see it. And so circumstances do not materialize to me. It is my state of being that matters. And my state of being, right, you see, is this shiny light. This is my state of being. Love. You can see the shining light. That's my state of being, literally. And so I'm always happy to be shining light. I'm happy, I'm grateful. I'm always grateful to infinite intelligence to be positive because, honestly speaking, I don't think I, looking back in what I have grown from, right, I don't think it's possible for me to have, like, for me to be the one that make myself positive. Like, I don't think I could possibly make myself positive, right? 7-7, right? So, thank you, Infinite Intelligence. Thank you, love. Thank you, everyone that joined me in this 7 days challenge. Right. I'm glad that was addressed. And seriously, I was in tears. It didn't need to see me crying when I saw that they didn't have to fight in the ending of that break of dawn. Like, it was just beautiful seeing that nobody had to die. It was just a vision of seeing exactly what was going to happen, right? I'm happy. I don't like wars. It doesn't make sense. Wars don't make sense to me. Killings don't make sense to me. I want to see peace, love everywhere. And this is why I just let go. I've let go and let God, right? And just move forward. Because I can't force you to be positive energy. I honestly can't. I'm not good over anybody apart from myself. And nobody's God over anybody. So I don't want you to ever feel like that. And I can't become somebody else or accept certain things just to fit in. I will never. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm only interested in infinite intelligence. And this is why me and my twin flame. I love that baby. Like, so much positive energy. Her smile alone takes my breath away, literally. I thank God for our union. I thank God for our inevitable drag. And this is why I want to intensify our telepathic connection. I want when we physically touch, it's like an explosion, literally. And I knew that she would literally feel that. I'm just glad I have such a beautiful, and I want her to feel the best kind of love that can exist. And this is why I'm happy that she has someone like me. And seriously, I'm grateful to God for myself, for her. Because imagine if I didn't exist, she'd just feel alone in the world. Like, it's not fair. She deserves the best of the best, and I only want the best for her. And that's why I want myself, right? So, yes, thank you very much. I love you. I love you all. I wish you feel good wherever you are. Whatever version you want to bring to life, you can always hit me up on my channel. On my channel, I also post, right, when I go online on Bigo, on the Bigo app, so you can join me there live. I'm live there with a group of people that we're just talking about life, literally, about different aspects of life. We're trying to cover as much as we can, and we're trying to be real, right? So you can ask questions, you can drop your questions. I would always love to answer. I'm looking for someone to question me and ask me all the questions because I'm in a excitement, right, to draw out every answer from infinite intelligence through me. Because it's infinite intelligence through me needs to take a shit, a lot of shit. It needs to get relieved from holding so much infinity, right? And that's what I want infinite intelligence to do through you too. So be that which knowledge would flow through. Be in one with infinite intelligence. You are love. You would always do everything to feel good. So why should anything make sense to you not to feel good, not to feel that honest, genuine love that you are? Because until that belief that makes negative emotions not make sense to you, you would always feel something that is not love, right? For one stupid reason or the other, because you're not trying to understand. And most times, people that don't care to understand is because they don't feel good, so they can't honestly, genuinely care to understand. So it's not like it's their fault, literally. It's because they're not feeling good. They have traumas from past life that they are still juggling with in the present, right? And so there's a lot, but feeling good literally lifts off all that burden. It helps you feel light. I swear to God, seriously, feel good today because you are loved. You will never regret it.